Okay, so how do you get from nothing to a couple hundred, to a couple thousand, to a couple hundreds of thousands, to a couple million per year? No, you don't have to take a course. What I am telling you that you need to do, you need to hustle. You need to understand all the different key elements that go into running and creating a sustainable business, not a fly by night. Number one, you gotta, and I'm going off the top of my head, so please forgive me if I repeat myself, whatever. Number one, you gotta be able to do things on your own. Okay? You have to be able to understand graphic design. You have to understand how to do videography, photography, editing. Oh, by the way, whatever your service or product is, you got to be 100% competent in that also. Oh, and by the way, you need to understand how to do shipping and logistics. You need to understand how to do all of these things combined together. Web design, right? Uploading, email marketing, SMS marketing, blog writing, all of these different key elements, right? But you just don't start off with all of these different things overnight. Like the very first time when I first started, right? I have a background in graphic design. I used to do it in high school and I loved it, right? So I always was able to do Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator. And then, by the way, I have a background in business, okay? So I understand sales, I understand marketing. This wasn't my first business, what this is right now, this skincare company. So understanding all the key elements that you need in order to reach the people that you want to buy. Where is your customer? Are they at the farmer's market? Well, I started at a farmer's market. Are they at a convention for I don't know, are they at a convention? Are they in a networking group? Because those people in that networking group will refer people down to you. Okay, refer people over to you while you refer people over to that, like your chamber of commerce, like your other business groups that are in and around your county, or are they at fairgrounds? Are you setting up booths? Are you handing out things to these people? Are you trying to get placed on the news? Right? I had to go. Let me just talk about what I did. I went to work. I woke up at 5 a.m. to leave 4:30, so I could walk the dog by 5. 5 to 6, I took a shower. Oh no, 5 to 5:30, I took a shower. 5:30 to 6, I zoomed to work. From 6 to 2, I worked. Then I came home. 2 to 3, took an hour to get home. 2 to 3 because of traffic, waste of time. 2 to 3, I came home. And then 3 to 3:30, I'm walking the dog, playing with the dog. 3 to 3:30 to 4:30, I'm taking a nap because I have really bad drowsiness. I fall asleep in my car. I still do. So it's a blessing that I can work from home. 3 to 3:30 to 4:30, I'm doing that. And then I'm back up and I'm making products, I'm making content, and I am trying to build this business. I'm trying to get packages that I missed out into the mail before that 5 o'clock hits at USPS, because guess what? It's not about making products, it's about shipping products. Shipping products takes just as long or even longer to make products. So if you're a service-based company, put that into perspective for you. It's more of like, how do you get a customer? Are you on Google? Do you have reviews of your company? Are you making content about your company? Are you the subject matter expert of the financial services in the financial services category? Are you the guru in Bitcoin, whatever? Are you in that? Are you the subject matter expert, like my wife, in divorces or custody or family law? Are you the subject matter about, one of my friends, she does Pump with a Purpose. She does breastfeeding. She's the subject matter expert in that. How do you reach these people and what do you offer them? So therefore, I had to offer them something. I had to offer people on YouTube something for free. I had to let them know who I was. So in the beginning on YouTube, I was like, you know what? My mission God gave me was to heal the world. All right? So if people, they don't necessarily need to buy products from me. They can make it on their own. Let me show you how to make it on your own. So I started off making YouTube content, in the very, 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 very beginning, because that was my Saturday. I needed to make YouTube. I needed to do something because orders weren't coming in. So I made YouTube content. How do you make whipped shea butter? How do you make natural deodorants? And I think I made 3 of them until I just didn't have time to do it anymore. I realized that videography and YouTube, that is like a full-time job. I'm either going to be a YouTuber or I'm going to be I'm going to have a retail store. And so I chose the online store. So my point is that my mom used to, well, not my mom, but people used to say, well, if you show people how to make your products, why do they need to buy it from you? Well, because you're showing people how these products are made. If they can make it, then go ahead. If not, then they'll probably purchase from me. I'm giving them something. So it's always, what value do you give somebody other than telling them to buy something from you? Okay, because they can buy a lip balm from somewhere. They can buy a shea butter from somebody. They can hire any attorney out there. They can hire any financial services. But why are they going to you? What are you giving them for free? Knowledge. Knowledge. You're giving them community. You're giving them access to you in the beginning. Because once it gets to, we have 100,000 customers per year. I can't do that for everybody. I'll pick up the phone sometime. Oh, hey, is this the owner? Yeah, it's me. Yeah, hey, how you doing? Oh, wow, the owner picks up the phone. Hey, so I have a question. Now, he's like, okay. Now it turns into an hour, because then I start to, I enjoy the conversations with my customers, because they're very interesting, unique people, and obviously we have something in common, which is natural skincare. So you make content, whatever your thing is, and you put it on all these different social media platforms. And then you engage. You just don't allow a comment to sit there. You go in there and you respond to the comment. You have conversations with that comment. Oh, and by the way, you're making products while you're doing that. Or you're developing your services, that what you're doing. Or you're helping in between when you have your new clients for your financial service, whatever you're trying to do, your insurance company, whatever you're trying to do. Okay? So you're making content, you're responding to questions, you are interacting with people. It's called engagement. All right. And then your customer service level has to be 1,000, not 100, 1,000, not 10, 100, it has to be at 1,000, because you will always hear people say, well, I tried to support a black business and this is what I get. I tried, and every time I support a black business, this is what happens. I cringe when I hear that, because it's unfortunate that we have that stigma against the black businesses in the community, because technically it is what it is. It is what it is. That's how we treat each other. That's how we run our businesses. We run them like they owe us something. But in reality, we owe that customer everything. We owe that customer every single question they ask. We owe them a response within that same day, not 24 hours, not 48 hours, not 72 hours. We owe them that. If I can answer that in 5 minutes, if I could take 2 seconds and just answer that customer says, wow, I didn't expect you to respond to me that quickly. Why not? Because nobody responds that quickly. So how do you put yourself ahead of the competition? Is by responding and making your customers feel like they're the only customers in the world. Because they are. They're giving you their hard-earned money. There is no time to be lackadaisical about all these emails piling up. It is no time to be lackadaisical about all these orders piling up. If you can't handle it, put everything as sold out and start start getting those orders out. Or if you have too many clients, I'm just going to talk about products because that's what I do. You can apply it to anywhere. So if you have too many orders coming in, it's time to put stuff out of stock and say no more orders. Period. You can't continue to have you can't have a business if you're just so far behind. Nobody wants to wait 7 to 10 business days so that you can make a lip balm. You think they're going to come back to you? You think they're going to order something from you? No, never again. Never, ever, ever, ever again. Okay, so therefore you have to keep what you have in stock. You have to understand what your capabilities are, your limits are, because I had an issue this past winter. We had 8,000 orders in like 2 days on TikTok, and I didn't shut it down. I was like, wow, this is a lot of orders. Ding, 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 ding. They're just coming through. And ding, 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 ding. I was like, whoa, ding, 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 ding. It kept coming in. Ding, 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 ding. More. 17,000 orders later, after a couple days, I was like, cut it off. And guess what? Then tragedy happened, and the post office lost all of our packages. That's a different story. But my point is that you have to know when to cut it off, because the customers who want to buy from you, they will buy from you eventually when you open it back up. Get people's emails. So one way of doing it is notify me when it's back in stock, so that you can send these people notifications of when they can order. But my goal is to match Amazon. Everybody asks me, am I on Amazon? I say no. Oh, why not? Are you in stores? No. Why not? Because I own my business. I'm not going to have a store own my customers. I'm not going to have Jeff Bezos, penny pinch me all the way down to where I just sold something for $20 and all I'm getting is $2 at the end. That's not happening, because I can't sustain a business like that. I can't do God's will and heal the world if I'm giving away all the money to stores and these other third-party organizations. I have to build this company on my own, and I have to directly communicate to my customers. So therefore, I have to put that extra work in and build a store from scratch and get it out to everybody. I'm on an island all by myself, versus being on the Amazon Ecofront, being on a third-party Walmart, being on Target, being on all these other things. That's not where the glory is. God's glory is so that you can communicate to your customers so that you can do God's will. All right, so we have that. And overall, yeah, that's how you build a business. That's the nuts and bolts in the beginning. Wear multiple hats. Advertise to where your customers are. I had to go to farmers markets on Fridays. So I'm out here hustling. I told you my schedule. And then I come home. I go up into the nighttime until about midnight. And then I go to sleep from 12 to 5 or 4:30, whatever that time was. And then I wake up and I do it over and over again, because guess what? I had a farmer's market on Wednesday afternoon. I had to take off of work, right? And then I had a farmer's market starting on Friday in DC. Then I had a farmer's market on Saturday and Sunday at the National Harbor. So I had to have all of these products ready. So Wednesday came around, because remember I said Saturday and Sunday I had a farmer's market. And then so Monday, Tuesday, I had to hustle and get all of these products ready. I had to pack up my car, take it to work, make sure these body butters don't melt in the parking garage, and then go to work. And then say, I got to go, guys. It's 2 o'clock. I got to get to a farm. Where are you going? I got to go to a farmer's market. To do what? Sell stuff. Okay, whatever. And I sat out there, and that's what helped me understand how to talk to my customers. What are my customers' questions? What is my avatar of a customer? What are they asking me, right? So when they come up to me at the farmer's market, when they come up to me at the expos I used to travel to all up and down the East Coast, they would ask me specific questions. They would give me suggestions on the products. They would give me suggestions on products that would complement that. That helped me build my product catalog. We have over 150, 160 different products. We have so many different products because it's from suggestions. And now I know how to talk to people. I know what to put in the product description, because this is exactly the conversations I had with somebody yesterday at the farmer's market. Now I go online and I build out that website, I build out that product description based off of those conversations. And that helps the customer understand what they're buying immediately. Okay, so being in person, interacting with your customer, going where your customers are. In the beginning, there are so many different companies on TikTok, on all these social media channels that are trying to sell everybody something. But what about farmers markets? What about expos? What about networking events? What about these things? Setting up and, asking, somebody's having a birthday party. Can I set up a table? And I can give people massages with my exfoliating hand scrub, stuff like that. Yeah, sure, set up the table. You got to do stuff like that. You got to go into hair salons. Hey, do you mind? I'm going to give you 10 of these. See if you can sell them. If you can make money off of them, cool. Call me, and then we can set up a wholesale account, Things like that. You got to just be beating the streets and doing the social media and doing all these other things that we talked about and combining all these things together. You got to want it. You got to hustle. You got to figure out what works for you, okay? So that is the gist of everything. And that could take you, so in order to do that, that can get you to about $1,000. You can have a wad of cash in your hand now. What are you going to do with that money? Are you going to pay your light bill with it? I hope not, because I hope you already have a job. So you're going to take that money, because you never ever, your seed money, I started the company with $600, let's just say. I never ever want to go back into my checking account to fund anything for this business. Now the business has the products. It has the baseline amount of products. Now I got to figure out how to sell them. Okay, farmers markets. I can get money immediately. Boom. Because I'm not, you know, when you go to farmers markets and people are just sitting there behind their table and just doing this and on their phone and looking at people. No. I have a whole setup and I'm like, hey, would you like to try our mineral scrub and exfoliate your hands and use the body butter to do that? Yeah, I mean, it's free. I don't, just try it. They're like, okay. So I have this whole setup where now I have a whole crowd of people around me. People handing money over people's heads. Yeah, I'll take one. That's the type of vibe you want to create. That's the vibe you can create depending on your personality, depending on your sales and your marketing techniques. Is that who you are? If it's not, then is this type of business for you? Are you bold enough to step out at a pop-up shop, at an entrepreneur fair, at whatever, and say, here, take this. And this is why you should buy my X, Y, and Z service or product. Oh, yeah, it's the best. Are you a salesperson? Because if you're not, it's going to be very hard to sell stuff, okay? Some people don't want to sell stuff. All right, so I'm going to talk about some videos. I'm going to do some other videos on why I chose not to do third parties, why I chose not to get into stores, why they rejected me. How about that? And why I made a conscious decision to go right and to do it on my own with the help of God. Okay? Well, not with the help of God, with God guiding me, doing God's will. He is doing this. The Holy Spirit is guiding me. I am just a vessel, and I put in that work so that we can help people with the natural skincare products. This is what my mission is overall in life. So all to God be the glory for everything. Everything. It is not me, it is God. Okay, so thank you for listening. I'm going to do some more videos, and I hope this is helping somebody wrap their brain around where they might be at in their entrepreneur experience and how, it's steps to this, it's phases to this. If you guys have any questions, let us know. Contact@garnersgarden.com. Thank you all.